Alright everybody, welcome back to The Last Place. I'm your host, Ryan Gonzalez. I know I haven't been saying I'm your host, but I'm your host, so remember that. Again, Jesus is our vaccine. Remember that as well. Jesus is your vaccine. I'm not saying don't get the COVID shot. It has nothing to do with that. He's our vaccine for evil. Alright guys, we're on Samuel chapter 12, okay? We just finished chapter 11. Now we're on chapter 12. So listen, it's going to be a good one. We left off when Samuel had anointed Saul king again, right? So they had a big old party. In chapter 12, we pick up as Samuel addresses the people of Israel for the last time because he's old and he's about to die. So Samuel's not going to be out of the story yet. He's still in it, but this is the last time he speaks to the people. He's more like Saul's right-hand man. So he's like the hand of the king is basically what he is. He stands up in front of everybody and all of Israel, and he says to them,
"Everyone, listen up. I've listened to you. I've made you a king like you guys cried and wanted and whined about like little babies. I've made you a king. I gave you and served you like you wanted. But I am old now, and I am gray. And I've been serving you since I was a young child, since I was a youth, when I was strong, like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Now I'm all old and weak, like Vince McMahon. But now, I still served you. Brothers, testify against me. If I have wronged any one of you, if I have defrauded you, if I have taken your daughters and your wives, if I've taken coin from you, if I have lied to you, if I've done anything against you, taken your oxes, if I've taken anything from you, testify against me now. Do it. And if it is true, I will repay you tenfold. That's 10, not 9, but tenfold.
And the people responded to Samuel, "Oh, no, you've been great. No, we have no testifies against you. You're Samuel. Everything you say is true. Rock on, brah."
The Lord is witness. Just like he has sent Moses and Aaron during the exile to Egypt to rescue your people, your ancestors, because they cried. They didn't believe in the Lord anymore. They cried. So that's why he sent Moses and Aaron. And then they believed again. All those saving deeds that God had performed for you and your ancestors, all of them, he performed them for you and your fathers, and yet you forgot about God again. You guys are then taken over by Sisera, commander of Jabin, king of Hazor, and the Philistines. You're taken over by them too, come on. They're handed you to the hand of Moab, the Moabites. And you sinned, and you served the Baals and the Ashtaroths. And you cried to God, "Save us, God. If you save us, we'll serve you." That's what you guys cried out and said, because you remembered him when you were suffering, but not when you were happy. And what did God do? He delivered you from all of your enemies, from every side, from the Moab, from the Philistines, from the Ammonites. Every side he freed you and made you. And what did you do? You became envious because you saw Nahash, king of the Ammonites. And what did you say? "Hey, we want a king to serve, not God. We want to serve a king here on earth." When you already had a king, when God was your king. And that was not God's plan. And what did he do? He gave you a king. He sent me to give you a king. And God, he sent you Saul. God says that if you serve God, you and your king, everything will be well. If not, then God will be against you and your king. I say now, it is the wheat harvest, right? To prove one last time, I will ask God to make it thunder and rain.
And it started thundering and raining, and the people were all scared. "Oh my goodness, Samuel's real. Oh my goodness, God is coming to get us. When are we going to learn?"
Fear not, even though you have done all this evil, God is still with you. And God forgives you. Serve God and leave all the things that are vain of this world behind. Do not serve them. Serve God. Even though it is not my will to pray for you guys, because I am very disappointed. I'm angry with you. I will do God's will, and God wishes me to continue to pray for you. And I will do so because I am obedient, but I give you this warning. If you choose evil and continue to choose evil, then you and your King Saul will be swept away from this land forever.
All right, guys. That's pretty much it. To recap, it's just a history lesson. If you don't really know the history of the Jewish and the history of salvation, just keep watching. It's going to make sense. Don't stress out. Remember, this is your history. Because think about it. Think about all the times that the Jewish people have turned their back from God and they serve the Baals and the Ashtaroths. The Baals are just other gods that the Moabites and the Ammonites and everybody would serve. They would serve all these other gods and not the one true God that had saved them. They had talked to their ancestors. They had told Moses to free them from Egypt. Yet, what do? They turn their back and serve other gods. And this is a continuing story. It's happened. This is over 3,000 years ago. And guess what? It's still happening today. Myself, I choose the God of money, the God of wealth, the God of video games, of TV, of fun, of pleasures for myself. That I can't even take 1 hour without complaining to go to church because I'm broken inside, just like you. And I want to turn away from God, but I'm telling you not to. Pray for me so that I don't turn away from God. All right, guys. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll try to get another one posted really soon. This one's just a short one. It's just Samuel's farewell speech. He will be continued in the story, okay? He just won't be addressing the people anymore. Pray for me. I'll pray for you. And we'll get this going on to the next one. And remember, if you're not first, you're last. And that's okay.